checking the Twitch.
All right,
Checking
I'm
the
still
Twitch.
waiting on the. I'm waiting on the tube. Waiting on the YouTube.
That one takes a little while. That one still says it's working on it. That one says it's still working on it. Oh yeah.
I don't practice century. Also, I shared this in the the class page or whatever. And you got a couple likes already.
Nice. I wonder how it's doing.
We're at 5 likes there, so.
Hey, I'll take them. What's up, everybody? I know we live. We got to check on our phones because sometimes stuff can be a little screwy. We doing it remotely, so.
This is how we do it. We do it remotely because my dog G lives in Texas and I'm over here in Oregon. That's how a lot of people say Oregon, which irks me. The Oregon. It's Oregon. It's crazy.
All right. Nice.
All right,
good.
we live. We live on
good
YouTube.
on Twitch.
We
All
on
right.
YouTube.
All right, let's start.
We on this bit. We
let's
in this bitch.
That's right. That's right.
Turn that volume down.
Okay. So we talking the vice presidential debate. Now I will say, man, I watched intently. Intently.
Well, first off, time out. Let's just let people know. Welcome to the Bus Stop Boys.
Welcome to the Bus Stop Boys, guys.
We live on Twitch. We live on YouTube.
Everywhere.
We live everywhere. This is what we do. Please follow us on Twitch if you're not. Follow us on YouTube if you're not. Follow us on both if you can.
If you want.
Not?
Why not?
Why
That's
not?
Right. That's
if you're
right.
viewing, thank you for having us. Thank you for watching us.
Yes.
If
you give us 1% of your trust, we will earn the other 99, guys. We'll earn the other 99. We're the Bus Stop Boys. Bus Stop Boys. Here we go. I didn't do that first. That's tricky.
So yes, today we're getting a little political once again. Yeah. We're talking the vice presidential debate.
That's right.
Versus what was his name? Mike Pence, our current vice president,
current VP,
and a potential vice president, Kamala Harris, Senator Kamala
Harris,
California,
San Francisco, right?
Yeah. Well, I think she was a DA in San Francisco first.
Word.
So, all right, what were you gonna say? What were your thoughts there? You watched it intently, you said?
I did watch it intently. I watched it intently. So if anybody knows or doesn't know, whatever, I tend to be socially liberal, but fiscally conservative. So when it comes to the economy, I tend to be red. When it comes to social issues, I tend to go left. So I come from a place in the middle. I have no political party affiliation whatsoever. I will tell you, what I saw last night was a whole lot of straw man arguing.
Meaning what?
Okay, so a straw man argument is whenever you're presented with an issue, in this case, a question by the moderator, and instead of answering that question, you set up a straw man, you set up a new argument, and you make it about something else, and you attack that thing instead of answering the question head on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Coincidentally, there's a fly in here. Coincidentally, there's a fly. It's like,
hey viewers, you see that fly out there? You see that fly?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you finish. Continue.
Hey, I mean, that's about it. It seemed like a lot of them were It seemed like they were both dodging questions. It seemed like they were both dodging questions. It was like the questions didn't even matter. It's like the moderator would ask a question and they would say, actually, I want to talk about this instead. And they would then talk about something entirely else and get heated about it. So it's like, why do we even have questions? Why do we even have questions of these things if you're not going to answer them?
Yeah. I kind of wish they would just like cut the mic on one of them, like per turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea, but I would say overall, this debate was much better than the actual presidential debate.
It couldn't get any worse.
I felt like I actually got somewhat of an answer on some things. And
yep.
There was more of a point to it because, like, when Trump and Biden did it, what was it? That was last week, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, when they were going, I just felt like this was two grown ass men arguing like kids, and like I wasn't into it. I did watch that intently. With this one, I actually missed it when it happened because I was still at work. But like soon as I got home, you know, got chilled out, got comfortable, and then I watched it immediately after. And as we both have talked about before, I was undecided on if I was going to vote at all, and I gotta say, yeah, I'm good. This answered things for me.
Yeah, what do you mean you good?
I'm voting. Wait, I actually registered to vote last night, so I'm waiting on my mail-in ballot right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was swayed to Biden-Harris.
You were swayed to Biden-Harris.
I was swayed to Biden-Harris. Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with The Fly.
The Fly. Funny thing about The Fly. All right. So
everything's funny about The Fly. It was hilarious.
When I saw The Fly, I actually thought there was a fly on my TV. And I rewinded it just to make sure that I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, dude. That
and then
was
I was like, nope,
hard.
Yep, there's a fly on this dude's head.
I feel like that thing just like negated so much of the debate. It seems like
that whole like what was it like minute that fly was on him. I didn't hear anything he said.
It's a good little while. It's a good little while. What up, viewers? How y'all doing?
Damn word he said.
I know. It was pretty crazy.
Oh,
it was pretty crazy.
But yeah, go ahead.
Poof. I mean, I think both of them handled themselves well. Like I thought that they were both.
They were professional.
They were both pros. So that was good. That was a relief. I was afraid it would turn out like the last one. And there were times that it almost like it could have, and
we were on the cusp.
It didn't.
Yeah, yeah, we were.
There were times where it could have, and it didn't. So I am stoked about that. What about? Do you remember Brickley's question, the 8th grader, at the very end?
Yes, I do.
What do you think?
There?
What do you think? Who do you think answered that one better?
Neither one of them answered that question. I definitely. Maybe it's just like you said, you're more socially liberal versus economically you would go more conservative, yes. Right?
Yes.
I did not feel like Mike Pence even answered that question. In fact, if we were, and I just watched this like 10 minutes ago too, like if he was talking to an 8-year-old, which I'm just going to say allegedly.
8th grader.
Or 8th grader, excuse me. I'm going to say allegedly that was a question from an 8th grader first time. I'm just going to say allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like he answered the question, and I also feel like he overcomplicated that question too.
Really? I thought he answered it well. I thought he nailed it. Yeah. I thought he nailed it. Yeah. I mean, the question was like...
Let me ask you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I was just going to say, like, I mean, he was... The way that... He was like, yes, we can have differences, but we can also come together at the end. Now, how much of that he's preaching, I don't know. But it definitely... I think he answered the question, and then Kamala got it and was like, Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
She was cheerleading a little bit.
She was cheerleading. She was cheerleading hard.
She was. But that's part of their job as well as VPs.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was her job to answer that question. And honestly, I think she would have said a lot of the stuff Mike Pence did had he not said it first.
Yeah.
Like, that was the vibe I got. I thought she was like, damn, I wish I'd have gotten that one first.
For me, overall, I would say I liked Kamala Harris's answers overall much more than Pence's answers.
Mm-hmm.
For the majority of the questions. I was at a point to where, like, I didn't even know if I was going to vote at all.
Yeah.
And if I was going to vote, it would have been for Jo Jorgensen, because Biden and Trump were just morons to me last week. And, yes, I just lost so much confidence in both of them.
Well, those are going to be the presidents. Or that one of those guys are going to be the presidents. It's not going to be the folks we're talking about today.
But I almost wish it was Kamala Harris as the candidate over Joe Biden. That's how much I liked her performance last night.
Of course.
Or can we call it a performance? Is that?
Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Yeah. Unfortunately,
it kind of is. Like, kind of the thing, I was talking to this guy I work with about it this morning, and I was kind of like, because he's more on the Trump Pence side,
Trump train,
and you know, we were talking about it like adults, you know, even though we disagree on a lot of stuff. But for me, it was like, who do I believe more? Like,
yeah,
because I feel like when it comes down to politics, they just say whatever they think their base is going to like. Whether they keep those promises or not, whose promises would I trust in more? And for me, it was Biden Harris.
Yeah. Well, Mike Pence did poke some holes in instances where Joe Biden said he was going to do one thing when he was VP, and they did not execute those things. I feel like a lot of that, at least when it comes to the left, there's a lot of wishful thinking.
Fucking fly in here, man, I swear. Like, there's a fly in it.
But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of wishful thinking, and I just don't know how much execution they're going to be able.
But that's a part of the game, though. That's a part of it, though.
If they're gonna cut my student loans by $10,000, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Where's the money gonna come from, though?
So there were two things. The two things that happened last night that made me like, yup, locked in. Oh, my beard. No.
Oh, dude.
My beer.
Bro, hold on. I got to clip that.
Fuck me. Fuck. You know what, though? You know what was just clutch about that?
What?
It actually fell directly into my trash can right here. So there's no mess. It was just a wasted beer, though.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
But I told you how I got these beers for the low, but still, wasted a beer. That's not cool. All right, well, fuck me. The two biggest things that swayed me where I was like, yup, I'm going to vote Biden Harris were A, Mike Pence said something where he was like, there isn't systemic racism in America. Like, he said there isn't. And like that right there, like, he completely lost me there. I mean, we all kind of know that Trump hasn't really denounced white supremacy and all that kind of thing.
That was wild, so yeah, when he didn't do that.
Yeah, so like, I already was kind of feeling that way towards them already, but when Mike Pence like basically regurgitated that same kind of BS, I was like, yep, nope, done. Because I feel like if I talk to somebody and I'm like, hey, do you think there's racism in America? Is there systemic racism? And if their answer is no, right there, I have nothing else to talk about with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing, like, what else can you say at that point?
That's fair. And
then the second thing for me was the fact that I feel like Trump and Pence maybe not deny, but ignore the science of climate change.
That's a big one. That really
bothers me.
They dumb. Yeah.
That really bothers me. Like I'm living it here on the West Coast. I went through 2 weeks of fucking smoke in my city. Like, that's insane. Walking outside, I couldn't let my kids play outside the yard because like we literally had in Portland, Oregon, where I live, we literally had the worst air quality on the entire planet for about a week and a half straight.
Wild.
Fucking wild, man.
Absolutely wild.
I couldn't even let my kids go outside and play in the yard. Like, did you really just clip that? Did it look stupid as fuck?
Hell yeah, I clipped it. Hell yeah, I clipped it.
It went all the way in the trash can, though. That was dope.
We don't have any clips, and that's worth it to me. Had to clip that.
Those were the two biggest things that I got from that debate last night, and like. When they were talking about the Green New Deal, like, where's that money going to come from? Is it going to raise taxes? I kind of I'm thinking about it in the sense of, like, I have 3 daughters. I'm thinking about their futures. I'm thinking about my grandkids in the future. I'm thinking about my lineage. And, like, I think it is selfish of us to not do what we can to help the environment, to help our future generations. Yeah. You know what I mean? Live in a sustainable planet. And if it costs me more money in the long run, I think it's worth it because I care about my kids and my grandkids and their kids. So that's how I feel about it.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. I know they mentioned a lot about they were only going to tax people who made over $400,000 a year. If you
I do not, so I'm good with it. But you know what? That's what you do. You vote on your interests, and that's in my interest.
Yeah. But I will tell you, economically,
sure.
Anytime that taxes are raised, even if it's on the rich, it falls on the consumer. It's always going to fall on because they're just going to jack the prices up. They're going to be like, oh well, this costs more to make, so. We're going to raise the price.
Sure.
So it's easy to say, don't worry about it. It's just going to be the rich people getting taxed. But that's not the way it's going to play out. It always trickles down. Always.
But how do you feel about the climate change, though? Do you actually think that climate change exists?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm so big on climate change. Like that's one of the things where I'm definitely left. I'm definitely more liberal in that regard.
Yeah, and the fact that I feel like, the Trump administration is just completely ignoring it, like,
it's dumb.
I don't know why that's not a red flag for everybody. Like, we can't just worry about the now. You always got to think about the future, bro. Like, that's just how, like, that's in every aspect of life. You can't think about the now, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I do feel that. To play devil's advocate, though, I mean, there's a lot of times, like, there's a lot of things in place where you think you're doing the right thing for the environment, and you're actually not helping whatsoever.
And sure, that could totally happen. But my whole point is, if this is what they're saying they're doing, they're saying they care about the environment and they want to put these things in place to help the environment. But then on the right, we don't give a fuck. It's not happening. It's like, I have to pick one, and I'm picking somebody that's at least acknowledging it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Whether they own that or not and actually do something about it, it's better taking that chance over somebody over here who you already isn't even acknowledging it and isn't going to do anything. So that was the big part for me.
That's a big one. But one of the issues with that is, like, America can do their part, but it's going to take a global shift for that to actually
for sure
matter.
And to be real, I couldn't tell you, like, how other countries are doing with that because I have no idea.
I'm going to hot take. I am anti-recycling.
How so and why?
Have you never heard this argument before?
Well, let's hear it. What you got?
Okay, couple of things. For one, have you ever Have you ever seen one of those episodes of like Extreme Makeover Home Edition or some sort of show like that where they go in to fix a home and they're like, this house would take so much to fix. Let's just knock this bitch down and start over.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah,
they're like,
yeah.
It would be too costly to take this shitty house and make it a good house than it would be just to build a new house.
Does that show still come on?
I don't think so. I don't think
it does. It was a good show, though.
But
what was that dude's name? The host?
Oh, my God.
Was it Ty Schmidt?
No.
It was Ty Schmidt. Was it just a made-up name? It was Ty something, I feel like.
I think you're right on the Ty thing. Okay,
okay,
but,
continue. I'm sorry.
Anywho, it's often a lot like that with recycling. Like, you use less energy just creating a new item than you do turning other items into some other item. So that's one. Okay? 2, you can't pick up recycling and garbage with the same truck. So you double the amount of emissions because now you have garbage trucks and recycling trucks all over the world, all over the country.
Okay.
All over the country. And other buildings that are turning other things into other things. You're just making more emissions. You're just making more emissions than you're probably stopping. Like, I want to say the only thing that's good about recycling is that it makes you feel good.
You know what? That's a fair argument.
Yeah.
I don't have enough information on that to really rebut it. But I will say the big issue for me with recycling. So, like, living on the West Coast, like I said, you know, I live in Portland.
Right.
We have a very serious homeless problem on the West Coast.
Yes.
Very serious. And a lot of them are, you know, drug addicted, mentally challenged, like things like that. And a really big kind of thing that goes on here is returning cans and bottles.
I'm with that.
And I'm with that, but the cans and bottles, so in the state of Oregon, you can get 10 cents per can and per bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And even at my job where I work, we take in cans and bottles and, you know, we'll pay people for it, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it is homeless people that are using this service.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is going to drugs and food, and actually not even food, drugs and alcohol. Like, for example, I'll see one guy will come in, he'll return some cans and bottles, he'll get like 10, $15, and then the dude will literally steal food and beer and whatever, and then leave with the cash. So he's paid for nothing. He's gotten something from us, but given us nothing back, you know? Wow. And that is my biggest problem with the bottle dropping recycling program, is that it's not really helping people, more so as it is just fueling a drug economy. And like, it was so bad that we had to take the trash. You go to a store, there's like trash cans like outside the store. You just drop something quick in there, right? We had to get rid of those because homeless people were going through our trash and just throwing it all over the place, looking for cans and bottles. It's that bad that we had to completely get rid of that.
Whoa.
And I couldn't tell you like 100 times a day, bro, like somebody like, you know, a regular nice person, not, you know what I mean, will come in and be like, do you guys have a trash can? Like, and it'll just be like a McDonald's cup or something. And I'm like, nah, we don't. Like, and they're pissed, you know? Yep. It's like, I can't, I don't have the time to clean up trash from the front door every single morning, you know?
Yeah. It seems like with your job, man, you're in the thick of it as far as a lot of these like social issues. You work at a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Around a bunch of homeless people. Like,
constantly.
So, yeah, definitely your opinion is valid. No
constantly. Doubt. And here's the problem too, is like, there's a lot of resources like that I know of in Portland to help people But a lot of people, you know, they don't want help, or
yeah,
you know, a lot of these places, like there's places where they can go to shower for free, they can get sleep the night for free, but a lot of these places, and even like food shelters, stuff like that, like a lot of these places require them to not have drugs or not use drugs on site and stuff like that.
yeah,
Or they're like kicked out of the program and stuff like that. But a lot of these guys, like, they're so addicted. Drug addiction is so bad that like they can't even get out of that, and like they get kicked out of these places. And I mean, they're just sleeping. They're sleeping in the yard. They're sleeping in the store. They're like on the street. Like, it's crazy.
It's
you know
a vicious
what I mean?
cycle.
It's a vicious cycle, and all we're doing is punishing them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get thrown in jail for a week or two, 30 days, and then they come right back out and do the same thing. And it's like, this can't be the answer. Like, we have to do something about this. And to be honest, first off, the cost of living in Oregon is like way too high for me personally. And then the homeless problem is the main reason why I will be moving out of here within a year.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You won't have too much of a homeless problem where you intend on moving. Here in Austin, we have a major homeless problem. We have a major... Last night, I had 2 homeless people come into my carport and try to take some stuff. Last night.
Steal some stuff from you?
Yeah, yeah. And it happens all the time. We can't put anything valuable in our carport because vagrants come by and take that shit.
And it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does.
I mean, I had a... Okay.
At this point, like, I feel like, you know, you can't really do anything about it. You can't, like, call the cops on them or whatever. Like, they don't care. I kind of, at this point, just want to scare them. I just want to, like hide in the shadows and just wait. And just pop out and, like, oogie boogie. Maybe, like, we were talking about maybe, like, some firecrackers. Maybe just startle them.
Calling me. Yosemite Sam,
hey!
You live right now on the Bus Stop Boys.
What up, Sam?
What's up, motherfuckers? Yo, you live right now. You hear this cat, G? You hear this cat?
Yeah, I hear that cat.
Fuck with us on YouTube. Who's that?
Oh, no, they didn't. No, they forced the game 5. My bad. They forced the game 5.
Yeah, there's a game 5. Let me hit you back, bro. You can tune in and listen to us. We'll talk about the vice presidential debate. We're on Twitch and YouTube. Twitch and YouTube.
We on both.
What's your name on Twitch?
The Bus Stop Boys. Twitch and YouTube, bro.
All right, you'll see me soon. Peace.
All right, peace. Anyway, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
We were thinking about maybe like firecrackering them.
See, that's fucked up, man. Like, I'm not trying to fuck with these guys.
They stealing shit from my carport. There ain't nothing I can do, man.
I know. And it, like, the biggest problem is, bro, like, the police, their hands are tied. They can't really do much.
They ain't gonna do nothing.
They can't do nothing. And like, these people know it, too, and it fucking sucks. So it's just this endless cycle. And so I'm at the point where I'm like... I gotta bounce. I gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, yeah. You deal with a lot at your job. You deal with a lot of your
job. So much, man. Like so much.
Yeah, yeah. And it's a vicious cycle. Like you said, I mean, most of them are most of them have issues. Oh, excuse me. You know, like, I don't know if the strongest-willed people could dig themselves out of those situations. But yeah, I mean, it sure is an inconvenience.
Quick funny story. A couple weeks ago, it actually was right before I came out to Texas, right?
Yep.
There was this girl who was sleeping outside of the store when we came to open in the morning.
Yeah.
And so my manager, he goes out there and he wakes her up, and he tells me this because I was inside, so I wasn't a part of the conversation. But he tells me this, and he's like, "Yeah, so this girl." She, I woke her up. She looked like she was like probably 14 or 15. You know, she looked like she was in a bad place, and he's got a kid that's about that age. So he felt bad. And so he was like, hey, he gave her his card, and he was like, hey, if you need a job, like, I'll give you a job. You know, try to help you get out of your situation because it looks like you're having a hard time.
Yeah.
You know what this girl did?
What'd she do?
She started screaming, "Pervert! Pervert! He's trying to touch me!" And just started screaming it. And he was like, "Fuck you."
How old did you say she
he called
was?
the cops. Probably like 15 or 6. Like, she was like a teenager, bro. She was young.
Oh, we got 707 Sam. What up? Know who that is?
Is that Yosemite Sam? What's up?
That's Yosemite Sam.
Yosemite Sam. I call him that sometimes.
Yosemite Sam. What up?
But yeah, I texted him last night. So after the debate, I immediately was like, you know what? I am gonna motherfucking vote. I am gonna vote, man.
He's doing it.
So are you at that place now to where you feel like you're gonna vote, or do you feel like you've made a decision?
Well, I missed my deadline. I did miss my deadline. So I can't.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How so? Because I mean, it's not even until like the 3rd, right?
Well, that's per state. Oh, that's per state. Yeah, that's state. And I
There's
did.
Gotta be a way before.
I got my paperwork. I got my
can.
paperwork. I got my paperwork. But I did not get it in on time. And that's me. I'll eat that one up. That's me. That's reckless.
Okay, so if you were going to, who would it be at this point?
You can't ask me that question. You
can
can't
ask that question. We're boys. We can talk about this. We the bus stop boys. We can
I don't
talk
know.
about this.
I don't know.
No. I ain't trying to hear that.
I mean that.
I ain't trying to hear that.
I know that is piss poor. That's piss poor, and I get it. Dude, here's the thing. I don't know who I would vote for unless I was in that room. Like I said, man, I socially liberal, 100%. Like, I'm on Kamala Harris's side. I'm on Joe Biden's side on a lot of those things. It's just economically. I did have plenty of time. But I wasn't. It wasn't until I was down there in San Antonio with you guys that I really was like, all right, yeah, I should probably do this.
There's no way you're out of time. You can still do it. There's no way. There's no way. These are all early votes that are happening right now.
Right. Well, let me see. The thing, I'm not registered to vote.
It's
the deadline to register. That was the 6th. That was the 6th.
That was 2 days ago.
Right. Ago.
There's no way. I bet you we could. A quick Google search will tell you, bro. There's no way that you can't register at this point. My whole thing, man, is like I said, I got swayed when Pence was like, "There's no systemic racism."
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Completely lost me. Completely lost me there. And then when I thought about that Green New Deal, however you want to chop it up, if the taxes are raised, if they're not, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm not that smart. I don't know how that stuff works.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm thinking about my kids, their kids, the future, and I want them to be able to thrive and survive on this planet. And if that's what I could do, if I have to pay more in taxes so that my lineage is protected and safe and lives in a nice environment and planet and it's eco and green and all that, I'm motherfucking with it.
I'm with you.
That's how I feel about it, bro.
I'm
so
with you.
I registered to vote the state of Oregon. It took me all of 5 minutes to do, to be honest. And matter of fact, Yosemite Sam, Florida Sam, aka
707 Sam. We got 707
Sam. 707. Oh yeah, he Cali now. He Cali. Yeah. Sam, he really got into my head, and
absolutely
every time I talk to this dude, he throws this shit down my throat. He really does. So shout out to you, big bro. You did a good job there.
707 Sam.
You motivated me there, and it did make a difference. So I want you to know that.
Nice.
But
yeah, it's pretty fascinating.
Overall, it was good. It was good.
The debate.
I just dropped a bit. Yeah, it was good. And how about now when they're talking about not doing a presidential debate via Zoom? Have you heard that?
No, that sounds like a nightmare, dude. That sounds like a nightmare.
I don't know that we need another one from those two. I don't know that we need it at this point. Is it gonna make a difference at this point?
I don't know, dude.
Like,
I don't know. I mean, the thing that's crazy to me is that Trump got COVID. he got it.
Yeah, karma's a motherfucker, ain't it?
And yes, okay, that's true. But from all reports, he's also recovering from it. So, like, I mean, is he going to be playing that card? Like, look, I had COVID. It wasn't a big deal. I got it. I slept it off. You know what I mean?
Exactly
like,
what I think.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good.
No. And can I keep it a buck real quick?
Keep it a buck.
When I first saw that Trump had COVID, I instantly did not believe it.
Really? That was your first?
First thought
he was hella reckless. Mm-hmm.
He was hella reckless. Nobody's denying that. And matter of fact, that's the other thing. And what's his name? Pence got called out on it last night. Yep. They've been mad reckless.
Yeah.
Reckless.
With the masks, man.
Like,
with the masks.
They have no masks half the time they be going places. They be on TV with no masks, hugging, shaking hands and shit. And that bothers me. But I instantly did not believe it. I thought it was a hoax. Because I feel like, and I could be 100% wrong. I'm not saying this is a fact. This was just my first thoughts. Was he's the motherfucking president of the United States? You're telling me he couldn't have kept this within his inner circle, like, and he's not going to use this for some kind of political gain at this point?
Yeah. What's your conspiracy theory? What's your
My conspiracy theory was and still kind of is that he catches corona and then some vaccine or some new therapy comes out and he starts pushing that shit and that's what works. That was my conspiracy. And then if and when it did work for some people and Biden, Harris are gonna fight it because they don't agree with that science, and it's just gonna create more misinformation for the American people. That was my first thought.
I don't understand how there can be two sciences.
Riddle me that, Batman.
How is there two sciences? Like,
I'm not saying there is, but these two motherfuckers are.
I know. That's what's preposterous, man. That's what's preposterous. It's like, the scientific method. Like day one science. You figure it out. Yeah, you got theories. You got hypothesis. What's after that? Experimentation. Figure it out. How can you be disagreeing on these things? How can you be disagreeing?
And that's why, like, that's why when they're denying climate change, that's why it, like, just rubs me the wrong way, man.
707 says Trump and them are too dumb to fake all of this. That's the way I feel about most conspiracy theories. Honestly, I don't think the government could get away with most of it.
And him and I talked about this too, and I just feel like I don't think he's too dumb to fake all of this, man. They got enough people and advisors to kind of map this out. Like, I've watched House of Cards. I know those advisors work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen House of Cards? Y'all seen House of Cards?
You're right.
Designated Survivor. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen House of Cards now.
Yeah, that's a good ass show. The last season sucked without Spacey.
Never watched it.
You didn't watch it without Spacey? I watched it
without
just
Spacey.
to finish it out.
No,
I watched it to finish it out, but it wasn't as good. Even though his wife was dope as fuck on that show.
She was great. She was great, but they weren't revving up to that. It was like, oh shit, what are we gonna do? All right, let's just give this to Claire.
It was him, Me Too, and somebody, and so there was like, whoop, fired.
He got Me Too'd, man.
No, he Me Too'd somebody, didn't he?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he did. Did he get fired?
Spacey?
Yeah,
he was the
Spacey
one who
was Me Too'ing people. I thought
Spacey got Me Too'd.
Why would he get fired if he got Me Too'd?
I think our terminology on this is just reverse, is all.
Okay, let's take the word Me Too out. Okay, he sexually harassed someone or assaulted, however.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
we're
absolutely.
on the same page.
We are on the same page.
If I Me Too you that's because I harassed you sexually.
No, I thought a Me Too was I'm calling it on you. I'm Me Tooing you. I'm saying Me Too to you.
Me Too, that whole movement was like, hey, I've been sexually harassed or assaulted. And it's like, Me Too. I have too.
Right. So you're the one saying Me Too. You're
somebody,
Me Tooing them.
No, bro.
You're Me Tooing
them. If he Me Too'd somebody, that means he forced somebody to say, yeah, Me Too.
No. You're Me Tooing. You are doing the Me Tooing. Did Kevin Spacey tweet the words Me Too? Or did somebody else tweet the words Me Too?
He Me Too'd somebody.
No, he
forced them
got
to
Me
say Me Too. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think we're gonna see eye to eye on this, man.
I don't
think we're gonna see eye to eye on this one. I don't agree.
Which I'm not advocating Me Tooing somebody, by the way.
Me neither.
By the way, it's a serious thing. Oh, so you agree with me then, huh? Look at that.
It's bad. It can be bad both ways.
Yeah. But anyway, the motherfucker got fired because he Me Too'd somebody.
Did you watch the Epstein doc?
Partially, and I just kind of lost interest.
I just started it.
The whole thing with Epstein, I'm like, you know what? I don't fucking care. This guy sucks. Like, I don't care. Like, nothing. It was wild that, like, his girlfriend, what's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell. It was wild how she was, like, on the run for so long, and then they just found her in Epstein's mansion.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But,
allegedly.
I just don't see anything coming out of that. Like, all the people that were named to have fucked with Epstein and, you know, done the dirty deeds with him, like, I feel like they're all rich millionaire ass motherfuckers that are just gonna get away with it. And that's where I go back to not having confidence in our government and the justice system, honestly.
I agree with you there. I definitely agree with you there. It's wild. I mean, like, I feel like at some point when you have all the money and power you want, like, you're just going to want to start wanting something else.
It's never enough for some people.
It's never enough. It's never enough. And like,
people always want more than they have. And that's just a crazy, crazy situation, bro.
Super crazy.
I feel bad for all the people that got affected by it, but like, can we be honest and say, like, what justice are they gonna get? Because I just don't have faith in the system. I really don't.
I know. Well, Epstein's dead, dude.
Yeah, he got suicide. They suicided Epstein.
They suicided him. Would you say he got suicided, or would you say he suicided?
He got suicided. They
agree.
Suicided him.
They suicided him. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. That thing was wild, bro. But
yeah, that's the government, dude. That's like the Clintons. Like, I think House of Cards is based on the Clintons.
You think?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
See that? I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
For sure.
I've drank so much beer and I've been trying to fight this, but I have to pee so bad. I'm gonna run and pee 30 seconds. Go.
You good. I'm here with the people. What's up, guys? My name is Garrett. It says it above my head. Right there. How are you doing? This is my bedroom. I do my own live streams. It's music. I've known Aaron for, I would say since 2004, 2005? Something like that. We used to hang out at the bus stop. There we go, the name, Bus Stop Boys. Here we are, here to entertain you just the best we can and talk the issues. I've really enjoyed doing this, regardless of anything. The best part is just I get to talk to my best friend. I get to talk to him again. We've been seeing more of each other now that we've been doing this Twitch streaming than we have in years, because we live so far apart from each other. I got to see him and 707 Sam, the Fantastic, about like 2 weeks ago. It was tight. It was lit. That's what the kids say. It was litty. It was litty like a motherfucking titty.
I was trying, bro. I was trying to hold that. Couldn't do it.
You good.
Couldn't do it. Did you see the leg shake going on?
No, I didn't. You got it, though. You got it.
What did Yosemite Sam talk about? What are you talking about? He's still on here?
Last he said he was on the Trump train.
He was on the Trump train.
Well, he wasn't on the Trump train. He was on the topic of the Trump train. Yeah, Sam never.
No, he I don't think he would go there.
You still out there?
But you know the other thing he brought up to me recently was it's not just the president on the ballot. You know, there's a lot of other things on the ballot as well that are relevant. And
you better study up, important. Dude. You better study up I said you better study up if you're gonna vote.
Yeah,
that's another thing.
I'm 100% doing it. I'm 100% voting.
Yeah, but you got to be educated. You can't just go in there and guess. I've seen more of these signs than this guy's sign.
Yeah, I'll agree. This is going to be.
That's where I feel like uninformed voting can be bad, is especially in the smaller scale like that. That's one of the biggest things as to why I haven't voted, is because there's so much involved. And I just do not want to be responsible for fucking voting the wrong guy in.
So you and I are the same age. So this is going to be, the third election that we've been eligible to vote for?
Yes. Presidential election.
Presidential. I don't know, man. The way I kind of thought about it was if I don't vote, I'm just pissing away opportunity to make a change. How can I complain about things that are going on if I'm not voting?
Because you weren't responsible for making it so.
No, but I need to do my part. If that's as much as I can do to have things go the way I think they should go, why shouldn't I vote? You know?
Yeah. For sure, man. For sure.
So, I hope that you could figure out something to vote. I don't even care who you vote for, honestly. I just want you to at this point.
It's just so tricky, man. It's so tricky to me because I am so on the fence on a lot of things. And I adamantly agree with both parties and adamantly disagree with both parties.
Same. And for so, me, it's kind of like, okay.
I'm just saying that's a tough coin for me to flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sure,
I could vote this and get this, or I could vote this and not get this, or get that. And I'm not justifying not voting. I'm not saying nobody should go out there and vote, but I'm just saying in my mind, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's a whole lot to think about. And part of me, one of the biggest ways that I've justified it is if I want my vote to count for real, I need my voice to be louder. You know what I mean? Because I don't think my one vote is enough to do anything. I don't. I know that that's not the way everybody thinks. But if I can get a platform like Bus Stop Boys, or if I could get a platform and I just want to talk about the issues, I just want to lay everything out. I want to be like NPR. You know what I mean? I'm not siding with anybody. I'm just telling you the facts. I'm just telling you what's happening. That's where I come from. And I feel like I just want to get better at that. Just straight up laying it out. No partisan at all. No partisan at all. And inform people of the way the world is running from my perspective.
I did when I registered last night, it did ask if I was affiliated to any party, and I put no party.
You put no party?
I put no party. I'm not going to say I'm Democrat. I'm not going to say that.
So somebody was telling me, and I don't know how much weight this is. This was just kind of in passing. Somebody was telling me, and I think I want to say it was in Oregon, but they could be wrong, where it's you get the opportunity to vote for candidate A and then candidate B and then candidate C. It's trickle down, and then if you don't get your vote, it goes to somebody else. Like it goes to your plan B. So like your vote isn't completely wasted. I don't.
I'll let
like
you
that.
know when I actually do it. I'll let you
Yes.
know. Like,
Please
how
let me
that
know.
went down. Yeah.
If so, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, that's lame.
That's lame because that's all those people that would vote third party are just going to get counted as a Republican or Democrat vote, depending on who their number 2 was.
Which is insane because that's not really who they are choosing.
That's whack as fuck.
But then, like, my whole thing with what you just said, though, is you don't feel like your vote will count, but how many people are saying that and how many people aren't voting? So you're not the only one that feels and thinks that way. So if all these people are thinking that way and not voting, that's just leaving votes on the table that could have gone either way.
That's true. What I mean? That's true, but it's not like I'm really leaning one way or the other, and I'm not throwing that vote. You know what I mean? It's not a case of that. It's like I'm socially liberal and fiscally conservative. And I would say I can't tell which one of those is more important
than anything.
Yeah.
I would say I'm more liberal than anything. Would you agree that I'm more liberal?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. 707 Sam says he hates Tom Brady.
He hates Tom Brady. He's watching the Bucks on Thursday.
Bucks. That's right. He's a Bucks fan too, right?
He is a Bucks fan.
So I guess he's not doing good.
Although I'm gonna call him out on this shit real quick. Last season, this cat was like, "Oh, fuck the Buccaneers. I'm a Ravens fan now." When Lamar Jackson was, on his MVP run and shit.
Going off, yeah.
And then now they signed Tom Brady. And he was still shitting on Tom Brady. And actually, you know what this cat texted me? I'm going to read this text to you.
Read it.
Verb motherfucking beta.
Read it.
Watching Thursday Night Football? ? I starting to come around on Tom Brady.
Now he hates
this
him.
Bandwagon ass motherfucker.
Now he hates him.
Out of here. No, he's liking Tom Brady now. He was saying he was watching.
No, but he's saying in chat right now, I hate Tom Brady.
Oh, now he hates him.
He hates him now. He's back to the hate train. So I guess he's not doing good right now.
I am very sad about the Miami Heat.
You think it's over?
Very sad. I don't want to say those words. I do not.
It's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to win from here on out.
Everything. They have to win every game at this point. We got a follow from my big bro. Thank you, Sam. Should have done that a long time ago, though. But better than never. Yes. I'm on YouTube. We have one viewer on YouTube. Who's been silent at the moment. I don't know who it is, but whoever you are, shout out to you. Thank you for supporting and watching the Bus Stop Boys as we give our very uneducated opinions, but we're just talking. Or lightly educated. Can we say lightly educated? A little bit. But I'm not going to say that it's over for the Heat, but no, yeah. It was huge getting Adebayo back last game when Bam came back. That was huge. I wish we had Dragic. But if we're being real, we can't stop Anthony Davis. We can't stop him. This dumbass unibrow. Yeah, can't stop him. He owned it, though. He did own it. I'll still fuck your bitch. And fuck your bitch. With the motherfucking unibrow. Yeah. God. Oh shit. But I've been there. Now we do. Now we do. Yeah. All my teams are Miami, though. All my teams are Miami. Nah, I picked the city and I stuck with it. Let me ask you this real quick, though, bro. Have you seen what's going on with the NFL, the COVID testing? Yeah, Tennessee's a big problem right now. Big problem. Tennessee Titans. So I want to say it was last week they had several players, test positive for COVID. So they were supposed to play the Steelers this past Sunday, but when they had all these guys, I don't remember how many it was, but when they had these guys test positive, they were like, nope, shut it down, shut the building down, nobody goes to work, like nothing. So they weren't able to practice. So what they did was they canceled their game for that week, which was this past Sunday, and they wanted to reschedule it, which ended up falling on the Steelers bye week, which is supposed to be week 7 or 8, I believe. Yeah, so then the Steelers, who had no positive tests, they're like, whoa, 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 this is our day off. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, we made plans. We got things to do. And so now I think it came out again either today or yesterday that they had more people test positive in Tennessee. So some people are speculating that they might do like add-on weeks to the end of the season before the playoffs to kind of make up these games, but the NFL hasn't come out and said that yet. So I think that's kind of wild. I think we're witnessing the collapse of the NFL. It's happening. It's starting to happen. The COVID collapse of the NFL. It is starting to happen because everybody was the COVID collapse because that was my whole thing. I didn't think football was gonna happen this year, bro. I really did not. I really did not. Hey, but thank you to Trump for bringing back Big Ten football. Oh shit. But I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out. But funny, also a small thing was I guess the Super Bowl. I forget what city it's in this year, but is it in Vegas? It might be in Vegas. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I guess they rented out a hotel for the entire month of February, which is unheard of as far as the NFL. When they rent out stuff for the Super Bowl, it's usually just that week. Well, they have it for an extended amount of time. So maybe they were planning this ahead. Maybe that's when they're going to add on those extra weeks. You know what I mean? Those extra games. So, TBD to be determined. Yeah. But is that fair though? Far as like revenue goes for the team, because that's still losing money for them because they missed out on a game. Yes, but at the same time, if the Chiefs and the Ravens get to play, why can't the Bengals get the same amount of games regular season? They're missing out on their money right there. These are billionaires. They ain't trying to miss out on any money that they're trying to make every penny they can make. They ain't trying to miss no games. Well, some teams are allowing that. Some teams have fans. Shit. Shit. I can't even really name any of them, to be honest with you. Let me hit the Google machine real quick. Let me hit the Google machine. I'm about to hit the Google machine. Hold up. Damn, somebody just called you that? That's fucked up. You can't be calling people that. That's not what the Bus Butt Boys are about. You got volume, yeah. Really? I can hear you totally fine. The first song, and actually I did think of this. The only song I could think of was I Got Your Money. That was the only one. How motherfucking random was that, by the way? Who said that? Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money. That's the only one I can think of. That's the only one I can think of. And in fact, ODB was Wu-Tang, and I really never really fucked with Wu-Tang like that, if we're keeping it real. Like, I never really fucked with that. That's a little bit before my era, I feel like. Now, if we really want to talk hip-hop and rap music, we can talk about Rockefeller. We can talk about Cash Money. We can talk about shit. We can talk about a lot of them, but Wu-Tang is not one of them for me. That's just how I feel. Hot Boys, we could talk about. We could talk about Hot Boys. Obviously, not even obviously, but in my opinion, you know, Weezy F Baby is the motherfucking GOAT. You know, him and Hove, The Rock. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, bro, I can't even really say I fuck with anybody else on there.
All right, sweet. I'm back. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. That really was weird. I
heard you the entire time.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, whoa.
Hey,
I mean, mix down a mono. So I'm in. Yeah, there we go.
You think ODB was better than all of them?
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Merv Unit.
You think ODB was better than Hove?
That's a question.
That's a real question.
That's a real question right there.
Yeah, the Osiris was the greatest. I'm not going to argue that only because I don't know. And obviously he passed away, so the catalogs aren't going to be equal. But I can just tell you, in my opinion, the two best rappers on the planet in history, I'm not going to say in history. The two best rappers alive, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Those two are the most influential, in my opinion.
Influential. I might give you that. I might give you influential.
Influential? Okay.
But
can I have that?
I'll give you that. My favorite, for real, is Kendrick. Love Kendrick.
I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick. The only argument I'm going to have against Kendrick is his catalog is nowhere near Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Maybe as far as quantity, but I mean, like...
Quantity.
Dude, To Pimp a Butterfly is a masterpiece.
To Pimp a Butterfly was good, but Good Kid, Mad City is like one of the best albums ever made, in my opinion.
Okay. I'm going to let you finish, but like... bro, Damn... And he came back, and he still had a great. I don't think it's as good as Pimp a Butterfly. It's not as much my quality or my cup of tea.
Have you listened to Good Kid, Mad City?
Mad City was tight.
I think that was one of the best albums of any genre ever made.
Merv Unit would agree with you.
Ever made,
Merv Unit would agree with you.
This motherfucker Kendrick told a story from the end. It started at the end of the album, and then he came back. From the top of that album was the end of the story, and then the story came back at the end of the. Stop it! Stop
He's
it!
an artist, bro. He is.
Stop
Merv,
it.
you're right.
This nigga won a Pulitzer. Like, come on, man.
Kendrick won a Pulitzer?
Yes!
I didn't know that.
He won a Pulitzer for
the Grammy performance. For Damn?
For Damn, yeah. I think he got a. It was either that or Pimp a Butterfly, but that motherfucker won a Pulitzer prize.
Pimp a Butterfly is tight, dude. That's all I'm saying.
It's tight. I'm not saying it's not.
That's
tight,
got Thundercat on it. If I had
to pick the number one album, Good Kid, Mad City. And then, oh my God, what was that first one? The first album? Oh, I can't think of the name.
Let me hit this up real quick.
Merv Unit, help me out.
Merv Unit, you know, dog.
What's the name of that album?
You know,
I
dog.
cannot think of it. Section 80. That was it. Section 80 was dope.
Tight.
I can have this. I don't know why ODB came in this Merv unit. Number one album is Return to the 36 Chambers by Old. That's your number one album ever?
That's your favorite.
No, I'm not.
Your face is so funny, dude.
Why was that funny? I'm really asking.
That's your favorite album. That's why it was funny because you because you meant
I'm really
it.
asking.
I know. That's why it was hilarious. Ever in rap. Genre. Where are you from, Merv Unit? Where are you from?
Holla at us. Welcome to the bus stop.
Welcome to the bus stop, boys. Here we are, man. We clowning. The cracker got his audio back. You know what I'm saying?
Ohio.
All right, it's a swing state, right?
Let me ask you something, Merv Unit. Are you a Buckeye fan?
Yeah, Ohio State.
We might have an issue here.
I can't say that on stream.
You have to be.
I have to be.
Well, let me tell you something, Merv Unit. You are wrong because it's all about that motherfucking you.
He's you.
Even though y'all beat us in a bullshit national championship in 2002, I have not forgotten about that. That was one of the worst moments in sports history. Miami won that game.
I'll tell you who cleaned up on Ohio State in 06, though.
Who that?
That's the Florida Gators, boy. Woo! We chomping,
Let's go. Let's go. Florida in this bitch.
We
from Florida. We both from Florida, Merv Unit, if you didn't know that. However,
we are talking about years ago. You're right.
We are talking about years ago.
That's right, but
hey,
yeah,
we got Clemson this week.
Yeah,
we got Clemson this
Excited
week.
about
Miami's
that.
number 7 right now.
Yeah, you're right. Scoreboard. What's Ohio State's rank though? What's Ohio State's rank right now in the present?
I don't know if they've played yet.
In the present, they haven't.
But they're playing soon because
no, that's
Trump
bullshit.
brought the Big Ten back.
That's bullshit. No, Florida's number 3, dog. Florida, we on top right now.
Not number 1. Clemson's number 1. Let's be real with each other.
Now. Yeah. Ohio State. Y'all good. I think Ohio State is one of the few teams that can really compete with SEC caliber opponents.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, no doubt. No shade.
Well, we got the money to
You do.
Yeah, well, they all got the money to do it.
Ohio State is one of the richest ones.
Are they?
And UT.
I have no idea, to be honest.
UT as well. But they can't fucking get a program together to save their life right now.
Damn, y'all was fucking with Epstein
with Ohio State? Pizzagate?
That's why Trump brought the Big Ten
He
back.
brought the Big Ten back. Trump brought Big Ten football back. I got a cousin who lives in Columbus. So that's cool.
Oh, yeah?
Man. I do.
Yeah. G's people, they from Ohio.
Yeah, my family's from Ohio. Like my mother's side of the family, all Ohioans. So I used to visit frequently. I'm a Cincinnati Bengal, which is dumb, but I am. And a Cincinnati Red. They are not Amish, but we fuck with the Amish though. Whenever we go,
you fuck with the Amish.
We fuck with the Amish hard. Yeah, definitely. Dude, they make great food. They make great stuff.
I've heard that they made some good ass chicken.
Yeah, they make some great stuff. You cool, Merv Unit.
I am a Miami Dolphin, Miami Heat, Miami Hurricane. I'm all Miami.
That's right. Yeah.
All Miami.
Potato salad is on. I've had that Amish potato salad. It's sick.
Really?
Sick. Dude, we went to this. There's different layers or levels of being Amish. You can be like hard Amish.
Like churning butter and shit.
Yeah, well, I think they all do that.
This shake weighty, don't it? This looks shake weighty.
That looks masturbatey, is what it does.
Dan Marino was a punk. Yo.
Wow.
Merv Unit, you're coming in here trolling with some real disrespect, bro. I'm gonna need you to die that.
Yeah, the Mennonites. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like the levels of Amish.
I don't even know anything about the Amish. Shout out to the Amish.
Shout out to the Amish.
Springer.
They ain't hearing none of it.
What was that one movie? They damn sure ain't hearing it. Sex Drive.
Oh yeah, dude. Good movie.
Rumspringa.
Good movie. That's
Stupid ass movie.
I like that movie though. I thought that was a A sleeper comedy, man.
It's funny. It's funny. Did I tell you the movie I was watching like a week or two ago? It was like The Binge on Hulu.
You told me about it. You said it's got Vince Vaughn, right?
Love Vince Vaughn. Most underrated comedic actor, in my opinion.
I don't know if he's underrated.
I think he's underrated.
Why?
I do.
Why is he underrated?
Nobody talks about Vince Vaughn.
He's huge.
When's the last time you heard somebody talk about Vince Vaughn?
I don't know. I mean, when's the last time you heard... Here's the thing, man. Like, this is what I've noticed. Where are the comedy movies at? Where are they at?
Maybe that's not the wave right now.
I think things like TikTok and like, I think we get our comedy from that now.
Like
just
Instagram skits and shit.
Right. Just skits and you know, fails and shit like that. Like, I think people think
I don't know,
reality...
Man. We still got Seth Rogen.
I think people think reality is funnier than fiction at this point.
We still got Seth Rogen, man. Did you see that movie he did?
Will Ferrell is tight.
The Long Shot?
No, I didn't see that. Is that a comedy, though?
It is. It's kind of a rom-com.
Right.
It's Seth Rogen, so it's funny.
He's got the one about the pickle. American Pickle.
I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't seen that either.
I do want to see that. I do want to see that.
So that could be funny.
It's like his great-grandfather or some shit.
But like the last one I can remember that was like a comedy that like comedy movie that everyone's like, you gotta go see it, was The Hangover. It's the last thing I could think of.
No, there's been some before that.
Name it.
Or since then.
That is some boomer media. Yeah.
This Is the End came out after that.
Did it? Yeah, maybe.
I think it did.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you This Is the End.
I would love a stacked cast like that again.
Not happening.
You don't think so? You think the comedy movies are dying?
I think so.
I'm still a fan. Well, I just threw a pen at myself. I'm still a fan.
Really? What's the last one you watched?
Long Shot. It was hilarious. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I watched it. I think I watched it in the airport or an airplane.
Yeah.
It's boomer media. I'm not a fan of the term boomer.
You don't like okay boomer?
I think it's dumb.
Okay boomer? Not into it?
Yeah, I think it's dumb. But I mean, people say that shit. But,
right.
You know, it's derogatory, I guess. I'm still really upset about this beer that I spilled, by the way.
That was funny. We clipped it.
Yeah, you have to show me that clip. I knocked over my whole light setup and shit.
Found the boomer. That's right.
Am I the boomer for spilling my beer?
Am I?
That was like an 80% full beer.
It was.
I had like 2 sips from that bitch.
It was just funny because you put your fist down, man. You're like, the two things.
Because I was like hammering that in, whatever I was saying. I was like hammering it in, man. Fucking fell out.
Wow. Merv, my dude, man. Don't forget to follow.
Yeah,
don't forget.
Merv.
Please.
We're showing you some love, Merv. Show us some
Please.
love back. And really, this is what I really would like from you, Merv. If you're into any kind of music, bro, you will forget.
He's gonna forget.
My dog's here to troll.
Damn.
It's okay though.
What up? It's fine.
You see us, you're interacting. It's cool. That's what
cool.
It's really all
That's
about.
what it's about. We straight.
But I just want to shout out real quick, my dog Garrett J.
Yeah, that's me.
The beast on that guitar.
I play stuff.
Fuck with him, man. Fuck with him.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
My Twitch is aight. That's
all I'm saying, man. You're stoned. I'm on here for a good time, not a long time. I actually have not had any marijuana since Texas.
Woo! Really?
Yeah, so that's been about, 2 weeks
That's
now?
a few weeks, yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah. Initially it was because I was broke, and now it's just like, let me see how long I can go without it.
Yeah. Hey, that's fair. Like I said, I haven't done alcohol in 2020, just to see. Just to find out.
Yeah, and I gotta say, we are getting closer and closer to this move being real financially.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, maybe that's just another way I can cut, spending
some costs. some costs.
Yeah.
So
I'm still drinking,
yeah.
obviously. But
so my dad, he gave me this, and he told me it was his for a long time, and I always played it. And then whenever I moved to Texas, he was like, "Yeah, take it." I was like, "Thanks," because I love this guitar. Anyways, he told me that he quit smoking. Freebird? Yeah. Anyways, he if I leave here tomorrow, he told me that he quit smoking cigarettes to buy this guitar. Like, that's what he was justifying buying this guitar. He's like, I want that, so I'm gonna quit smoking, and all the money I would have spent on cigarettes.
Does he smoke with cigarettes?
And he smokes with cigarettes.
Did he do hood rat shit with his friends?
He did. Yeah.
He did.
Oh, definitely.
I can't see your dad doing hood rat shit.
Oh man, my dad once told me that I'm lucky that he was broke the first time he played or he did crack cocaine.
God.
He said I'm lucky that he was broke the first time he did it.
Wild. Oh shit, I can't even picture him saying that. But you know what, every time that I have had a conversation with your dad, it's very, hey, how you doing? All right, good. All right, take care. You know, like, him and I have never really gotten down to the nitty gritty. Besides once where he attempted to, and I left that dog on red.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, understood.
We'll back off of that. But I am going to wrap this thing up.
We're wrapping it up. We did what, an hour 20?
Yeah.
Merv,
it's time.
My boy.
To get back to my parental duties.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope to see you in another episode. But
yes.
Yeah, but I guess probably not. So this is gonna be one of those Craigslist misconnections, you know?
Merv, if you are by chance even wondering, Merv, we are on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/TheBusStopBoys. Anybody on YouTube watching us, please follow us, subscribe, comment on the video, share something, let us know. You know, we're here for you. We're just having fun. Me and my dog G are just trying to connect.
That's right.
We've been friends since we was kids, and you know, this is us just, you know, conversating.
That's right. Here we are.
Grown ass men now.
So take care, Murphy.